Welcome back. Today we're diving deep into the fascinating world of Monticello Jefferson nickels, those humble 5-cent coins that most people overlook, yet some are hiding staggering value. These nickels, bearing the image of President Thomas Jefferson and his famous Monticello home, span decades of American history. But certain years, mint marks, and design varieties are so rare and special, they've become the crown jewels of U.S. coin collecting. So buckle up. We're about to reveal the top 4 most valuable Jefferson Monticello nickels that could make you a fortune overnight. Let's get started. First up, get ready to be stunned by the untold story of a small yet mighty coin. A piece of American history that could very well hide a fortune in your pocket or old family drawer. Welcome to the remarkable world of the 1962 Jefferson Monticello nickel, bearing the proud D mint mark from the Denver Mint, and found in the visually stunning red shade tone condition. This isn't just a 5-cent piece. It's a numismatic sleeper, one of those rare coins that, under the right conditions, could ignite a bidding war and catapult a lucky collector straight into millionaire status. Here's everything you need to know, in vivid, compelling detail, about the coin that could change your life forever. The obverse of the 1962 D. Jefferson nickel is a portrait frozen in national reverence. Designed by sculptor Felix Schlag, it depicts Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States, facing left. His profile is carved with soft yet defined realism, his wavy colonial hair tied back, his expression thoughtful and resolute. Arcing across the top is the noble word, "In God We Trust," while to the left, liberty stands bold and upright, separated from the date 1962 by a delicate 6-point star. On this specific coin, the D mint mark is located on the reverse, a hallmark of the Denver Mint's precision craftsmanship. But what elevates this obverse to breathtaking status is the red shade toning, a naturally developed hue from years of oxidation, giving the nickel a radiant warmth, a fiery copper glow that collectors chase with passion. This isn't damage, it's art by time itself. Flip to the reverse, and you're greeted with a tribute to Jefferson's architectural legacy, Monticello, his historic Virginia estate. The classical symmetry of its dome, columns, and entryway is etched with quiet strength. Above the estate floats the Latin motto, E pluribus unum, while the name Monticello is proudly engraved below the illustration. Underneath, the denomination 5 cents rests centered, and finally, the words United States of America complete the majestic layout. The D mint mark is tucked to the right of Monticello, just beside the base, small but significant, anchoring this coin in one of the most historic mints in the American West. And again, in red-shaded condition, this reverse gleams with otherworldly character. The normally gray nickel hue now kissed with fiery auburns, rustic coppers, or deep rose golds, offering a visual rarity few coins can match. Now, let's get technical. The 1962 D. Jefferson nickel is made of 75% copper and 25% nickel, a non-silver composition used in all post 1946 nickels. It weighs 5.00 grams, has a diameter of 21.2 millimeters, and features a plain edge. Though it was minted in large numbers, 280,195,720 coins, to be exact, the overwhelming majority have been worn, lost, or tarnished without preservation. The real magic lies in the very few that survived in pristine condition, or better yet, emerged over time with extraordinary red color toning, minting errors, or ultra-high grades. These are the coins that auction houses drool over. These are the nickels that can break price records. In terms of current market value, a circulated 1962 D. Jefferson nickel without toning or rare attributes may fetch a modest 10 cents to $1. But here's where it gets wildly interesting. In very fine to mint state condition, combined with unusual red color toning or verified mint errors, values can spike dramatically. Coins with natural red luster, especially with fiery uniform coloration or rainbow-like transitions, are considered exceptional toning specimens, and collectors may pay $50 to $500 or more, depending on eye appeal and scarcity. Certified MS-66 or higher red tone nickels, especially those with full steps on Monticello, a grading designation that shows superior strike quality, can command $1,500 to $5,000, and that's without any mint error. But let's raise the stakes. Suppose you find a 1962 D. Jefferson nickel with red toning and a rare mint error, say an off-center strike, double die, missing clad layer, or a die crack through Jefferson's portrait. These anomalies, when authenticated and graded by top agencies like PCGS or NGC, can propel a coin's value to $10,000, $25,000, or more. And in the most legendary scenario, a coin with MS 67 plus full steps, fiery red toning, and an ultra-rare minting error, you're looking at a coin that could shatter auction records, potentially reaching into the six-figure territory. Yes, you heard that right. A coin once worth 5 cents, now worth hundreds of thousands, a true millionaire maker hiding in plain sight. Demand for Jefferson nickels, especially pre-1965 mintages, is surging as collectors race to secure high-quality examples before they vanish. Toned coins, once dismissed as oddities, are now highly sought after in elite collecting circles. Online marketplaces and live auctions regularly feature dramatic bidding wars over unique colorations and ultra-rare errors. And with modern coin roll hunting booming, more and more hobbyists are digging up hidden treasure and sparking a new golden age for the Jefferson nickel. So imagine this moment. You're leafing through an old coin album or sorting through change from an inherited stash. You notice a 1962 nickel with a D mint mark. But something glows. It's not gray, it's red. Warm, brilliant, and surreal. You submit it for grading. The result comes back. MS 67, full steps, red tone, struck on an off-metal planchet. Word spreads. Collectors panic. A high-end investor offers $250,000. You're now part of numismatic history. A simple 5-cent coin has rewritten your future. The 1962 D. Jefferson Monticello nickel in red shade condition isn't just a collectible. It's a dream disguised as currency. It's the kind of treasure that rewards patience, passion, and a little bit of luck. So look again. That seemingly ordinary coin in your palm may just be the most extraordinary financial miracle of your lifetime. The kind that doesn't come often, but when it does, it turns nickels into gold and collectors into legends. Next up, prepare to be captivated by a story forged in metal and steeped in history. A tale of one small coin that could unlock an unimaginable treasure. Introducing the 1964 Jefferson Monticello 5-cent nickel, struck without a mint mark, a coin from the Philadelphia Mint, and cloaked in extra fine condition. This isn't just a coin. It's a legacy of a pivotal year in American coinage, and a potential millionaire-making marvel hiding in plain sight. With its iconic design, stunning patina, and whispers of hidden value, the 1964 Jefferson nickel, without a mint mark, may be your gateway to numismatic glory and wealth. The obverse of this brilliant 5-cent piece features the stately and ever-serene portrait of Thomas Jefferson, America's third president and one of its greatest visionaries. Sculpted by the masterful Felix Schlag, the portrait captures Jefferson's distinctive features: high cheekbones, furrowed brow, and the timeless wisdom etched into every line of his face. To the left, the words "In God We Trust" stand as a declaration of national spirit, while liberty and the date, 1964, are gracefully arched on the right side. In this no mint mark edition, the absence of a letter below Monticello tells us this coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, a detail that may seem small, but for collectors, it's a crucial signature of origin. In extra fine condition, Jefferson's features remain boldly defined, his jawline firm, and his hair detail still intact, with just the faintest signs of circulation, a testament to resilience and elegance. Turn the coin over, and the reverse side offers a glimpse into the architectural brilliance of Jefferson's home, Monticello. The neoclassical building stands proudly with its rounded dome, Greco-Roman columns, and stately facade. Floating above the mansion is the age-old motto, E pluribus unum, out of many, one, and beneath the image lies the name Monticello, followed by 5 cents, and at the bottom, United States of America. In extra fine condition, the lines of the building remain crisp, the dome and columns well-defined, and the surrounding legends clearly visible. This coin, touched only gently by time, glows with subtle character, a quiet survivor of a historic chapter in coinage. Now let's step into the technical realm. The 1964 Jefferson nickel was the last year the coin was struck in 90% copper and 10% nickel composition before the introduction of various minting changes in later decades. It weighs 5.00 grams, measures 21.2 millimeters in diameter, and features a plain edge. The 1964 issue was struck in astonishing numbers, over 1 billion coins at the Philadelphia Mint alone, as the U.S. Treasury scrambled to address a national coin shortage. But this overproduction created a twist of fate. While the vast majority were spent, abused, or melted down over time, only a few survived in stunning, preserved, high-grade, or error condition, and those few are now worth their weight in gold. So, how can a coin so common become so valuable? The key lies in extraordinary condition, rare color toning, and minting errors. In extra fine condition, a no-mint mark 1964 Jefferson nickel generally sells for $1 to $5, a small return, but when combined with error traits like off-center strikes, double dies, die cracks, full steps on Monticello, or a unique color tone, such as a rainbow hue or deep golden patina, the value can skyrocket. Exceptional examples that are certified MS-65 or higher by PCGS or NGC can fetch $500 to $5,000, especially with sharp Monticello steps, a highly sought-after strike detail. Add the allure of rare coloring, such as copper red, honey gold, or crimson shadow patina, and you've got a showstopper in the collector's world. But the real excitement begins with the ultra-rare outliers. Some 1964 Jefferson nickels with no mint mark have surfaced with striking errors, double die obverse, struck through grease patterns, partial collar errors, and even nickels struck on planchets intended for foreign coins. These rare anomalies have commanded auction prices of $10,000, $25,000, and in a few certified cases, even $50,000 or more. That's right. A coin that once purchased a stick of gum could now buy you a luxury vehicle, or even a down payment on a mansion. And for the right coin, with the perfect blend of condition, error, and eye appeal, the road to millionaire status isn't just possible, it's already paved in auction history. The demand for early Jefferson nickels is sharply rising, especially for coins struck before 1965. Collectors today are racing to secure coins in high grades, with unique toning and verified errors, before they disappear into private vaults forever. There's a renaissance in modern coin collecting, and the 1964 no-mint mark nickel, sitting at the crossroads of high mintage, historical importance, and conditional scarcity, is one of the most hunted coins of its kind. Now picture this. You're scanning a dusty coin jar, or flipping through an heirloom folder tucked away in an attic. A 1964 Jefferson nickel catches your eye. The surface gleams with an unusual reddish-gold tone. You notice how crisp Jefferson looks, how flawless Monticello stands. You send it for grading. The verdict? MS-67 with full steps, natural red toning, and a rare double die reverse. Your modest 5-cent find is suddenly worth $125,000, and collectors across the country are vying for it. Overnight, you're not just a coin enthusiast, you're a numismatic sensation. In the end, the 1964 Jefferson Monticello nickel with no mint mark in extra fine condition is not merely a collectible. It is a living relic, a fragment of American craftsmanship, and quite possibly your golden ticket. Never again will this era return. Never again will this exact coin be minted. What you hold in your hand could be a symbol of time, value, rarity, and most thrilling of all, unimaginable fortune. Next up, step into a realm where modest metal hides monumental wealth, a world where an ordinary-looking coin may hold the power to transform your financial future. Welcome to the dazzling mystery of the 1961 Jefferson Monticello 5-cent nickel, proudly stamped with the historic D mint mark from the Denver Mint, and found in an extraordinary color band condition. This is more than a simple nickel. This is a numismatic legend in waiting, a coin that, when bearing the right hues, conditions, and minting quirks, can become the gateway to a millionaire's fortune. Buckle in as we explore every glittering detail, every rare specification and the jaw-dropping potential of this millionaire-making American treasure. On the obverse, the coin is ruled by a commanding profile of Thomas Jefferson, architect of American independence and author of the Declaration. Sculpted by the acclaimed Felix Schlag, Jefferson's image is captured with timeless dignity, his brow slightly furrowed, his gaze steady, his hair tied back in classic 18th-century fashion. Along the left rim, the phrase "In God We Trust" runs boldly, while on the right, the inscription "Liberty" is elegantly spaced beside the date, 1961. What makes this particular coin visually breathtaking is its color band toning, a naturally occurring phenomenon caused by oxidation, creating radiant ribbons of color around the coin's rim and fields. Reds, violets, golds, and deep sea blues blend in waves, giving the coin a sunset-like aura that collectors consider nothing short of a masterpiece. When these color bands appear on a coin in high grade, they explode in value, turning what once bought bubble gum into a bank breaker. Flip the coin over, and you enter the neoclassical symmetry of Jefferson's architectural legacy, Monticello, his famed Virginia estate. The reverse design shows Monticello standing calm and powerful, with its domed roof, symmetrical pillars, and wide steps leading toward history. Crowning the top edge is the Latin maxim, E pluribus unum, translating to out of many, one. Below the estate is its name, Monticello, followed by the denomination 5 cents and the proud label, United States of America. To the right of the Monticello base lies the small but crucial D mint mark, indicating this coin was struck in Denver. When a color band tone graces the reverse, forming rings of golden fire, oceanic turquoise, or lavender shadowing, the effect is mesmerizing, a surreal palette that transforms metal into art. Now, let's delve into its technical specifications. The 1961 D. Jefferson nickel was struck using a copper-nickel alloy, made up of 75% copper and 25% nickel, weighing 5.00 grams, with a diameter of 21.2 millimeters. Its edge is plain, but its surface, especially when naturally toned, is anything but. The Denver Mint produced an enormous quantity that year, 229,342,760 coins, which may sound like a flood, but scarcity isn't always about quantity. It's about survivability in exceptional condition. Few coins escaped pocket wear, environmental damage, or minting imperfections. Fewer still aged into banded color specimens, the kind that elite collectors hunt like buried treasure. The value of a 1961 D. Jefferson nickel in ordinary circulated condition is modest, typically between 10 cents and $1.50. But that all changes the moment your coin crosses into the realms of high preservation and exceptional appearance. In mint state, MS 65 to MS 67, the coin without toning might fetch $10 to $100, but when color bands emerge, especially with bright, vivid, rainbow-like toning, the value jumps explosively. Collectors will pay $300, $800, or even over $1,500 for a coin that exhibits striking color band toning with sharp detail. Add to that a full steps designation, indicating that all 6 steps on Monticello's entrance are fully visible under magnification. And now you're talking about coins that sell for $2,000 to $5,000, depending on grade and eye appeal. But hold on, that's not the ceiling. Combine color band toning, full steps, and a mint error, like a double die, off-center strike, or die clash, and the value enters the realm of $10,000 and beyond. Coins with deep mirror-like surfaces or proof-like reflectivity have been known to reach auction results of $15,000 or more when matched with rich toning and certification from elite grading houses like PCGS or NGC. The right coin, with stunning visual impact, mint precision, and rare features, could easily become a life-changing windfall. This isn't fantasy, it's happened before, and it will happen again. The demand for pre-1965 Jefferson nickels is on the rise, especially among collectors drawn to toned coins and older mint strikes with low surviving populations in pristine grades. Color-toned nickels, especially those with consistent banding around the rims or fiery transitions across Jefferson's face, are considered art pieces as much as coins. Social media auctions, numismatic expos, and online marketplaces are seeing bidding wars erupt over uniquely toned specimens as new generations of collectors fall in love with the Jefferson series' timeless beauty. Imagine the scenario. You're digging through a vintage cigar box in your grandfather's attic. There it is, a 1961 D. Jefferson nickel glowing with bands of red and violet. You send it off for grading, and weeks later, the results return. MS 66, full steps, color band toning, die clash error. News spreads. Collectors start calling. The offers come in. First $5,000, then $12,000. Eventually, a private investor offers $40,000, all for a 5-cent piece you didn't even know you had. In a heartbeat, your luck changes. From memory to miracle, from coin jar to millionaire. So don't overlook that glimmer in your change drawer, that forgotten nickel in your childhood collection. The 1961 D. Jefferson Monticello 5-cent nickel in color band condition is not just a collectible. It's a canvas of history, a potential gold mine, and a silent legend of American coinage. When the right condition, tone, and error align, this humble coin doesn't just shine, it ignites. And in that rare, fiery glow may lie your ticket to riches beyond imagination. Next up, the 1947 No Mint Mark Jefferson nickel, a forgotten 5-cent icon that could be your millionaire's gateway. Amidst the echo of post-war rebuilding and the awakening of a new American dream, a seemingly ordinary 5-cent piece emerged from the vaults of the Philadelphia Mint. The 1947 Jefferson nickel with no mint mark, in extra fine condition and displaying captivating color, might appear unassuming to the casual observer, but to seasoned collectors and fortune seekers alike, it represents a forgotten legend, a tangible whisper from history, and possibly one of the most undervalued millionaire-making coins in American numismatic circles today. On the obverse, this nickel unveils a dignified profile of Thomas Jefferson, carved with deliberate reverence by master engraver Felix Schlag. Even in extra fine condition, Jefferson's features are impressively bold. His stoic jawline, classical Roman nose, and tied-back hair invoke the spirit of Enlightenment leadership that helped birth a nation. Encircling this noble visage are the iconic inscriptions, "In God we trust," to the left and to the right, the paired phrases "Liberty" and the minting year, 1947, separated by a small, elegant star. In coins that have aged with grace, this side often glows with a soft patina, gold bronze edges, a hint of sapphire or slate gray sheen, transforming the coin from metal into art. Flip to the reverse, and you are greeted by the architectural grandeur of Monticello, Jefferson's neoclassical estate in Virginia. Centered perfectly, the domed structure stands as a symbol of balance, innovation, and philosophical depth. The mansion's name, Monticello, is etched below with proud clarity, resting above the denomination, 5 cents, and crowned by the national honor, United States of America. Above Monticello, the Latin phrase, E pluribus unum, arcs like a unifying banner. The absence of a mint mark confirms its Philadelphia origin, the only U.S. mint to omit mint marks during this era. A subtle but critical clue in identifying this particular variation. The specifications of this coin are classic to mid-century Jefferson nickels. It has a composition of 75% copper and 25% nickel, a weight of 5.00 grams, and a diameter of 21.2 millimeters. Unlike its wartime predecessors, which contained 35% silver, the 1947 issue marked a return to the standard alloy. But that doesn't lessen its potential. What sets this particular coin apart is the combination of extra fine condition, color toning, and rising demand, all of which are catalysts in launching modest nickels into the upper echelon of millionaire-worthy collectibles. Now let's talk value and demand. A typical 1947 no-mint mark nickel in well-worn circulation might fetch a modest 20 cents to 50 cents. But in extra fine, XF40 to XF45, condition, values begin to rise, often landing in the $3 to $10 range. But here's the game changer. If your coin exhibits exceptional color toning, hues of red, blue, gold, or rainbow-like iridescence from long-term oxidation, the market perks up. Collectors pay top dollar for vividly toned nickels, especially those with eye appeal and originality. Such coins in MS65 Plus with full steps and strong color have auctioned for $200 to over $3,000, depending on uniqueness and slab certification from PCGS or NGC. But the road to millionaire status lies not just in rarity. It lies in unique error varieties and pristine presentation. The 1947 Jefferson nickel is known to harbor a few elusive double-die obverse, DDO, and die clash errors, and examples of off-center strikes or repunched mint mark remnants, albeit rare from Philly, command staggering premiums. A verified high-grade DDO with vibrant color could shatter expectations, potentially hitting $10,000 to $30,000 in elite auctions. Coins that are well-preserved, uniquely toned, and error-enhanced are no longer treated as change. They are investment-class artifacts. And why now? Because the demand for Jefferson nickels is on the rise. The numismatic community is turning its eye to undervalued mid-century coins. Silver's rising value is drawing attention to adjacent non-silver issues. More importantly, collectors are racing to acquire coins from transitional periods, and 1947, being a return-to-peace year after World War II, carries that historical gravity. Scarcity is increasing daily. Every time a collector slabs one, that coin leaves general circulation forever. Each surviving example in excellent condition becomes rarer, more precious, and more sought after. Imagine this. You find a small coin folder in your attic. Tucked away is a beautiful 1947 Jefferson nickel, shimmering with a hint of crimson at the rim, blue streaks crossing Jefferson's cheek. You submit it for grading. It comes back. MS67 full steps, natural rainbow toning, rare DDO. Overnight, offers roll in from elite collectors and investors. $8,000, $15,000, until a private sale nets you $40,000 cash. Now picture reinvesting that into ultra-rare U.S. coins. And suddenly, that nickel is your millionaire seed. So when you hold the 1947 Jefferson nickel with no mint mark in extra fine condition, don't just see a coin, see the future. See a shining relic of American resilience, a symbol of architectural brilliance, and possibly the cornerstone of your life-changing wealth journey. In a world where fortune favors the bold and the informed, that simple 5-cent piece could be your most powerful asset and the best-kept secret in your treasure chest.